Hey, just grabbing your attention here. So something has come to mind in some conversations that I've had with some of my consulting champions that I met up with for lunch yesterday. And the word that came up was stop the ducks. So what does stop the ducks actually mean? Stop the ducks is a lot of people have to get things ready before they get moving. And one of my champions was moving into a new niche market, and they were thinking about, I've got to change my website. I've got to go and, make sure I've got the right avatar. I've got to set up my processes. I've got to do all these things before I can go and actually actively prospect and generate a client. And so what we call this, we have we say this a lot in Australia, is that people need to get their ducks in the row before they take any action. And what all this does is slow you down. It actually stops you from generating the outcome that you want to generate and achieving the result that you're looking to achieve. And one of the things that I am very mindful of is that I want to go and fail fast and fail cheap as quickly as possible when I get into the market. So the idea is to stop getting your ducks in the row and get out there and have a conversation with the client or with the prospective customers within that market, so that you can actually build a form fit, a product market fit, based on real-time actual conversations and not based on ideas that you have in your head or whether or not this is a fit or not in the market. So getting your ducks in the row just slows you down. And I have many people, and a lot of the times getting the ducks in the row contributes to the fear factor. Slowing you down. Got to get things right. I've got to get my message right. Got to get my audience right. I've got to get my website looking right. I've got to, build that funnel. I've got to create that ad campaign or craft that email marketing campaign before I press the button. I've got to go and set all these things up. I've got to go and get some business cards. I've got to build a logo. I've got to register a business name. I've got to, all these sorts of things get in the way of the most important thing is you having a conversation with a prospective customer in the marketplace that needs your help. So, stop the ducks. Stop the ducks and don't allow those things to contribute to slowing you down. Because what happens is sometimes those ducks might end up taking you 6 to 8 weeks to 3 months. One of my consulting champions decided to do webinars. It took them 6 weeks to get the webinar slide deck kind of right in terms of the pitch, right? Now, in the meantime, smartly enough, they were pitching and generating appointments even whilst they were developing this webinar, but it took them 6 to 8 weeks. And then it took them another 4 weeks on top of that to fine tune once they ran traffic. So that's 3 months before they got a result from their webinars to generating appointments for their sales opportunities. Now, they've been able to fine-tune that, and they do this very, very successfully. But here's the thing, they didn't get their ducks in the row. Whilst they were building those assets, whilst they were putting that together, they were actively going out there and directly generating clients in the marketplace. So, stop the ducks. Stop the ducks, because it will stop you from getting feedback, it'll stop you from growing, it'll stop you from refining your message by talking to actually real prospective customers in the marketplace. So oftentimes I see, and I mentioned this before, that having our ducks in a row is all about fear. We're actually feeling, I'm just going to turn around here. I'm actually in Manly on the East Coast. It's actually quite beautiful today. It's not sunny, the sun's trying to peer through the clouds, but a little bit cooler. It's actually quite pleasant out here on the beach. So what's the alternative? I mentioned before that I want to fail fast and I want to fail cheap. And I've been in the software game, and I developed a software business, and what I did was, rather than go and spend a whole bunch of money and time and energy and coding and programming, I went to the market first and I pre-sold the idea, and I raised money before I had a single line of code to pay for that software. So, and then paid for the software, launched the software, and ultimately the software failed, right? It worked for the people who paid for it in the pre-sale, but ultimately from a market point of view, it wasn't quite right? So I didn't go and build the program and spend the tens of thousands of dollars to develop it first. I went and sold the idea first, raised the capital for somebody who was interested in taking on the idea for themselves. And then I went and invested in coding and creating. And so that's what you want to do if you're launching a new project, if you're launching a new market, if you're targeting a new type of business, is go and talk to the market first. Go and engage, go and pitch, go and sell, go and offer straight away. Then you're going to get some feedback. That feedback allows you to fine-tune your message, fine-tune your process. You're looking for a product market fit. Then you're looking for a message to market match. The message to market match takes time. It takes time to fine tune. Like for example, if you're using cold email and outreach, your first emails may not be the best emails. I'll guarantee you in most cases they won't be. But after you talk to a few people, after you get a bit of feedback, after you understand the pain points of the market and you start to infuse that message in your campaigns, the results get better and better. It gets stronger and stronger as you go along. And so this way, you're actively engaging, getting real-time feedback, and more importantly, immediately opening the door to opportunity. The one thing I see so many businesses do is they stop themselves from doing the very thing they say they want to do, and that is to generate more business. Because sometimes more business means more problems. But I believe, as a friend of mine, Robert Herjavec, has told me numerous times in conversations, he says, John, sales above all else. In good times, sales above all else. In bad times, sales above all else. Stop the ducks. Get to your market. If you want to know more about scaling your business, we're doing a very unique event in Las Vegas in a secret location. Yes, it is a secret location. It is a boardroom, a meeting of 12 agencies who are looking to scale their business to 7 figures and beyond. And in those 2 days, I'm going to be spending time talking about strategy, clarity, and also on the first day of that boardroom meeting, we are actually going to take real-time action to go and generate clients. I'm going to be crafting a campaign directly for those who attend, for you if you'd like to come along, where I will craft a campaign for you that you will launch in real time to either generate direct revenue into your bank account or more importantly, open up business opportunities for sales at this private 2-day event. The second day, I'm going to open up the kimono. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to help an agency scale to $20 million plus in revenue in less than 3 years. I'm going to show you some strategies that we used to build a $30 million agency that I built to maximize leverage in our market. I'm going to show you the exact tactical process, approach, strategy, structure, what needs to happen at what point to scale. So if you're serious about scaling your agency, then hashtag Vegas, VEGAS, on this meeting. Steve, good to see you here. Hashtag Vegas, and I'll send you some information on the 1914 Club. And the 1914 Club is a 2-day event on the 26th and the 27th of March in Las Vegas in a private, luxurious boardroom location where 12 agencies are going to be sitting down collectively sharing, collaborating, and innovating on their business. And I'm going to show you very specifically how you can scale and leverage your milestones a lot faster. So, as I said on the message in the original part of this video, stop the ducks, get in the market, make it happen. Make sure that you're focusing on the things that are most important in your business. And that is to be consistently communicating with your market at some level, whether it be through an inbound process, whether it be through a direct outbound process, whether through picking up the phone and just talking to people, right? Get into your market, help people out with the results that you can bring them with your business, and you're going to flourish and you're going to grow. And you'll get the opportunity to fine-tune, to maneuver, create, innovate on your business. Thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate you watching on the live here. I look forward to seeing you in the 1914 Club. If you're interested in knowing more about it, as I said, it's selective. We're very selective about who's going to come. But if you're super serious to spend 2 days with me, showing you exactly how you can scale and leverage into 7 figures, then hashtag Vegas, VEGAS, at the end of this video. We'll make sure that we'll get some information out to you. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.